Come together, doesn't it? Back we go. Kyren still with it all to do.
Yeah, he certainly has, Hazel, but he's taken 2 steps on his way. Helped in no uncertain terms by Judd Trump's miss on the pink. And this match, John, I mean, it really could be any scoreline today when you look back on some of the frames and the way they've gone. Kyren threw away 2 frames. Judd's made great clearances, and then Judd's thrown that one, so this could have been any scoreline.
Yeah, it's certainly a case of it is what it is, really. And surprising that Judd, the way he started off this match, that he's shown that weakness in the last couple of frames. I didn't see it coming, in all honesty. No,
he's just seen the winning line a bit soon, hasn't he? And of course, as Steve mentioned this year, because of the little bit of needle involved, 6-0 would have been fantastic, 6-1. It's almost like bragging rights, isn't it? But he's just found it a little bit difficult in the last frame or so to get over the line. But once again, John, he's going to get chances, isn't he? There's going to be chances for him.
Oh yeah, without doubt, he's going to get the opportunities. But in the last 2 frames, he's had, well, the last frame he had 3 and couldn't take them. That's not the best safety. The only thing is here, of course, the way the table is now situated. Pink tied up, black out of commission. Whoever pots the first red is not going to be a table where you'd fancy anyone making a sizable contribution.
It's a nice target here behind green and brown. If you can get that cue ball in there. Is he going to miss it? Ooh, what a difference that made.
Yeah, we say all about fractions, and if it had just gone past the brown, he'd have had him snookered as it is. He's left a pot on. Couldn't avoid the kiss on the second red, but I think he may be able to pot the blue and avoid the kiss on the yellow here. If the yellow was on its spot, he couldn't do this, but I think he can pot the blue and avoid the kiss.
That's an excellent shot. Very good indeed. Good cue in that. Much better than it looked.
6.
See the line of the cue ball. If the yellow would have been on its spot, he'd have run into it full ball. The vagaries of the game sometimes. Shots just pop up in front of you, and in naturals. He's on this red, but he's got a little bit to do. Maybe as well just trying to play a little cannon on the pink here. Yeah, I don't blame him for that. Trying to develop the pink. Just have to play the safety now.
Yeah, it's funny though, isn't it? At the start of this match, everything he was playing, he was getting the cannons, stroking the ball lovely. The balls were opening up nicely. Yeah, you see the winning line, and things go a little bit awkward. He posted an excellent blue off the side cushion there, and wandered on the one angle on the red that was no good.
Judd Trump 7.
I think it's scoreline as it is 5-2, a little bit early for panic stations, but 5-3 starts to put some doubts in your mind. 5-4 definitely does. So fair old way to go if we're going to reach that stage. So he doesn't have to have any great panic at the moment, Judd. Just going to play properly and wait for his chance.
Well, it looks like he's forced to play this red that's near the right-hand side cushion. I think he can only play a containing safety. Don't fancy getting back to balk off this red. Got to avoid the double kiss, which he's done. Well, he may have left this red along the top cushion, but what can he get on? Not straight enough to roll in and play for the black, and if he goes up for the blue or pink, he's going to have to play with a lot of pace. Makes it missable. thought about it. As I say, to get position on the blue, he's going to have to play it with pace. This makes it tough. Well, he made it look easy. In fact, he hit it so well. He needs to kiss off that green to be on the yellow. Is he on it? Looking at his body language, I think he is.
He deserves to be, John. What a pot that was. Goodness me, at that pace. Fabulous. And he is on it. This is a brilliant pot. I don't know how many pockets the pink's available in. I know it's definitely go in the left middle as we look. Maybe in the right corner.
4.
But it's not absolutely straightforward from here for Judd.
Yeah, now a big question being asked. The blue's unmissable, but it's not the ball to play to get position on the red. The pink is. But there's pressure on the pink. But the pink is the right shot.
Just wondering where it's going to go. It's the only thing why I'd refuse it. It was like a rabbit down a hole, that. Popped its head out, that blue. Nearly came out the pocket.
Well, it stayed in and he's played it absolutely perfect.
No.
That was all. Let's have a look at the blue. Bounced in the air. It was bouncing as it was going. But just held on. And he's played a superb positional shot. As I say, the pink was a lot easier to get on the red.
10.
But the pink was missable. So now back in prime position.
This is the chance, John. This is what he's been waiting for. I know the black's tied up, but blue and pink are readily available. He'll be thinking this is frame and match if he minds his work.
15. $16. $22.
That's why there's the little grimace. Come a bit too straight on this red.
23.
But managed to wind the angle and play the cannon on the second red. So on the pink, just having a look to see if this is a plant or the red near the cue ball will go to this right corner. It's not a plant. And does the red go? It looks very tight. So a little bit of work to do with the cue ball here. One of these situations with the red, he's seen if it passes the two reds, but of course the cue ball's in the way to see where the hole of the pocket.
Don't know about you, John, as well. That's the type of shot you've got to get right in behind, isn't it?
It looks like it.
To feel comfortable playing the shot in the first place.
Yeah, because I don't think all the pockets available. Oh, he's played that with a lot of left-hand side, and believe me, he could not have played that any better. Beautiful shot.
29.
Well, I find it hard to believe someone who missed a pink like he did in the last frame could play one like that, because that was class. To hit that with the check side off the cushion, and to hit it so well. Brilliant shot.
will not even be considering the black. They see it, 43 ahead, 83 remaining. So you're looking at 3 more reds, 3 colours to get over the winning line. We've been here before. And he's failed.
Don't think he'd be failing here, John. Looks very focused. 100% concentration every pot. Can't see him not getting over the line here, and sometimes just having a miss like he did in the last frame just refocuses and reboots the system. And you think, next time I get a chance I won't be doing that again, and that's what it looks like here.
44.
And make no mistake, this is a massive result for Judd. They've played 4 times in 2018 and Kyren Wilson has won all 4 matches, so he's going against the form book despite being the player most people know.
Red and a colour. That's all that's required.
50.
And it looks a formality.
$51.
Taking these brilliantly, and Kyren can only sit on and watch, and he knows his race is run.
Yes, no way back to the table for him now, and it'll be a relief, Judd. He'll be a little bit disappointed that he didn't clinch it earlier than this, and it would be a little bit of a shock to his system, but it's fair play to him. He's put those mistakes behind it, and he's taken these really well, and that positional shot on the pink with the left hand side, well, shown that all the touch was there. And now the next time Kyren Wilson gets
64.
out of his seat, it'll be to shake Judd's hand.
In truth, he's played like the winner though, John, hasn't he? He's been in better form of the 2 players, despite the misses that Kyren made earlier, miss on the green and not getting the clearance. Judd's always looked like he's been in better form.
Yeah, he had that good start, and of course he was out, particularly in the 3rd frame when Kyren missed that easy green. Should have made it 2-1, but it's all about if, buts and maybes. But yeah, I agree. Judd the better player today.
72.
No. Well, he won't be finishing with the century break, but he's going to shake it out now.